Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is SEUNFUNMI. In case it's your first time here, welcome to Everything Wellness. We talk about wellness and we all are journeying and developing together. I have an interesting topic. More often than not, we find ourselves in a situation and we don't know how to even take advantage of these good opportunities when they come. So I'm going to be having conversations around that, and I have just 3 points. So stay tuned and let's dive into the video.
Everything I've been wanting, manifesting from my life.
My number 1 point is self-denial. We think we are not worthy of something and we deny ourselves the possibility of that by having some mindsets that kind of deny us that access. Like I said in my previous video, you can catch up on it if you have not watched it. I said what you have in your mind is what you project. So it's what you've conceived about yourself in your mind that you project in your character and in your behavior, and that shows how you relate with people and how you handle situations. And there are different ways at which this self-denial thing comes. If you want to take a decision and you will now start having reasons why you should not, like you will not look at the reasons why you should. Let's think about it. I don't know if I've ever found yourself in this situation, which I know more often than not, we struggle with fear as human beings. When fear wants to come, this is how you know. It comes from showing you what you are not. It will show the NOT, like, oh, why you are not qualified for this. It will never show you the possibility of me being qualified for this. The possibility of why not? At least let me try first. If I don't get it, and like my bones will not squeeze. So it's always a place of, oh, not for you to deny yourself of something. And that's how we self-sabotage a lot of things. If you have groomed yourself to understand yourself, you have taken a lot of content that helps elevate your human self, help elevate your character, help elevate your personality, know who you are, know your weakness, know your strength. There's a way you can use your advantage. We don't study the advantage we have in life. We don't look at what are the advantage of me being this being. We don't look at I'm a human being, I'm this age, I'm living in this location, I'm doing this. What are the advantage that comes with this? We don't study that. We look at the disadvantage. If it comes from the place of your mind being equipped with the right resources that helps elevate and bring positivity to your life, you can use the advantage of what you have derived from that to help promote yourself to your next self and your better self. Another thing that brings about this thing is the place of fear. I remember when the scripture says he has not given us the spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and sound mind. And this is the interpretation I got from it. If you want to take a decision, right, and you know that it's going to be detrimental to your life, the life of your family, people you love, would you do it or not? You would do it. If I'm about to step out and I saw probably a lion or a dog, let me just even casual dog serve is enough outside, and probably a sister of mine or somebody I know is about to step out, what would I do? I would scream and shout, please don't go outside though, there's something that would harm me outside. And that is where it comes from. It shows from the place of love, right? Your fear will disappear at that moment. You will even care. You will scream out from the place of love to rescue the person. And that is how it is. If you think that this thing I'm about to pursue in life is beyond me, it's not about me, but to serve people, to be productive to my society, to propel you, because you know there's a need and people are in need of these things. So let me come out and say this thing. It's just, let me use this channel as an example. For the longest time I dealt with fear of coming out to speak. I felt it's not for me. My voice is tiny. I was just giving manner of excuses, right? But then I'm like, I don't care even if it's just, probably one person needs to hear what I have inside. I wasn't giving just for myself. I was giving to you to serve humanity. So I need to just speak up in the little way I can. And in little it becomes bigger, and that is how it is. So when you want to deal with fear, you have to come from the place of this is beyond myself. So it's not from the place of I don't want to feel embarrassed. That's what we tell ourselves. Oh, I don't want to be ashamed. I don't want someone to insult me. I don't want to say something now that somebody will not come for me, or they will the most popular one, low turn up. We have low views, low comments. I'm telling you, like one person probably just needs this thing. You don't know how things build up over time. This video is going to be here for the next 2-3 years. Probably, yes, I'll be married with kids. My kids will want to come and watch this video. Have you ever thought about it that way? Or people that in the next 3 years might need this conversation and they'll come back and watch it. So it's not even now. It's something I'm building. It's something you're building. And if you don't start out small, if you don't put one block, how do you build a building? You can't build a building without starting out with a block. So that's how it is when it comes to fear. That's how I dealt with. I'm still learning. We're on a journey, but that's how you deal with fear. So if I lend my voice to the society, do things better with changing people's mind, changing people's opinion, touching people's life with my words, it shows I love them enough to do that. So you have to come from the place of love and not from the place of fear. And that's what it means when the Bible talks about giving us the spirit of love and not of fear. Another thing that is underlined that we don't look at is pride. We used to think pride, we know the place of pride already. We know what pride is as human being. We know how we human being fall short of pride. But pride sometimes can be subtle. It can come from the place of, this self-respect, self-image. Sometimes if you are not careful, you can start coming from the place of pride. Because the pride of, nobody should come and so let me just stay on my cool. Or for instance, you're supposed to start out something, but you don't want to start small. You feel, let me wait for that big picture. I've been there before. Let me wait for the right time. The right time will never come, because that right time is because you want to do it in a perfect way. And that perfect way is not because you really want to, in quotes, you are striving for excellence. You are doing it because you want something big. You want it to happen big so that people can applaud you at once and do, you know what I mean? You are waiting for it to look perfect and look good before you start out, so that when it comes big, and it's just for self-glorification, and that's a form of pride. You feel like I can't do something little. You don't want the low turn up, you don't want small things, you don't want it to probably, you want to organize something, you just see a little turn up. You don't value people, because if you value that, even if one person show up for this thing, is a lot. If a whole God said he leaves the 99 and run after the one, if a soul is important to Jesus, to God, then every soul is so important. So even if you are doing something and you just have one soul there, one soul involved, one view, then it shows the place of service towards humanity. It shows the place of love towards humanity. But we want to always wait for the perfect picture, perfect looking thing, opportunity to do things, because we want it big and we can enjoy some self-gratification or glorification from it. It's a place of pride, in case you don't know. And I think I've lost count. This should be my third, right? I think I spoke about the place of denial. I spoke about place of fear, and I spoke about the place of pride. Last one that kind of crowns the whole thing is the lack of self-identity. Sincerely, if we want to talk about this identity talk, we probably will not live here. A lot of we humans are struggling with identity. Like, you don't know who you are. Most people depend on other people to validate who they are. They depend on friends, they depend on social media, they depend on the external factor to make them know who you are. Like, you see, this void within cannot be filled with an external force. I think I've made a video on that before, if I'm correct, or it's just one thing I have in my head I'm about to talk about soon. You see, this internal thing we have as a human, we are being, and I'm a being because I'm like this. It was when I came, it's life's journey that brought a lot of things to my way, probably career, all these achievements, this and that, marriage, and all those things are attached to your external. But when it comes to your being, you're a being for being a being. And being a being comes with its own advantage. There are a lot of talents, there are a lot of giftings, a lot of values that have been deposited in you, just being a human being that you are. So, you now looking for an external force that does not even know it to help you come and recognize it, if you cannot recognize it yourself. You cannot feel what is internal with what is outside. You cannot say you want to feel having a career or buying a car to feel the void of having so much peace of mind. It has to come from within. You have to develop some things about yourself from within, that when in situation from outside comes, you are standing strong. I don't even know why I'm going through this direction. That's not even what I want to talk about. Because if your happiness is defined by a car you bought, for instance, then if anything happens to that car, then you are damaged inside. So you see, this place of identity, some people need to take time off to understand the place of identity. If it's to take weeks off, months off, read books, understand yourself. It's a journey. You will not get there in a day. I'm not even there yet. There are a lot of things I'm still discovering about myself. And gracefully, let God send you the right relationships that can even help foster and bring this thing out. And they are not coming from the place of using you. They sincerely want to help you out in, bringing out the best out of you by recognizing things and tell, I think you're good at it. Can you push for this? So the place of self-identity is a conversation that we cannot even leave here today. We need to know ourselves. We need to understand our source. It is in our source we can figure out a lot of things. We should not depend on the external factor of social media. I know how powerful social media is to give you the validation of who you are. So people even get depressed because of you, another person that you don't know them, or you probably may never meet them, to give you validation for your life. Do you know what is attached to it? You don't even know, but you want what they have, right? Then why can't you just focus on yourself to produce your result as well? Even as a woman right now, you should know the hairstyles that fit you as a woman. There's some hairstyle because of the shape of your face might not come out well for you. That's because of your body type. You know that there are some clothes that when I wear them, it doesn't come out well. Have you ever wear some color of outfit and you know that wearing this color of outfit, the kind of compliment I got today, you should know that that color suits your skin tone. Those are the things we need to know about ourselves, both physical, both internally, even spiritual. You should know the God that sponsors your destiny. I say this a lot. I know they say there are other gods, that all these people that serve Hindu, are they not serving God and their God is answering their prayer and they are making money? Good for them. That's the God that is sponsoring their destiny. Me, I've come to understand. I see this God Almighty, the most supreme God of all the earth, the creator of heaven and earth, is the one that is sponsoring my destiny. Nothing can take me out of the G capital factor. Christ did it for me, and that is the sponsor of my destiny. I don't care what other people think about it, but this is my ground and this is where I stand till my last breath. It's a place of understanding. It's how much you already know the God that sponsors your destiny. If God wanted you to serve an Hindu God, he would have given birth to you in Indian. But here you are as a Nigerian. Even though people don't even have understanding, there's a way they've misinterpreted this concept of God that it has produces false results for them because they don't even understand it well. So we understand the place of a lot of heresy, wrong teachings about Christ, and make people have false identity about Christ because they don't even understand. You can only walk in the identity of what you understand. So a lot of people I know, they don't understand the Bible so well, talking about God, talking about Christ so well, so it produces a wrong result for them. I know that. I don't know why I'm going through this teaching, but if you're a believer, this is a good advantage for you. And if you are not, well, welcome here. It is still open for everyone to learn. So I hope you're able to learn one or two things from this video. I will see you in the next video. Bye and take care. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe so that we can have more people watch videos like this. Thank you.